Coach Massi here from Massi-Machado Strength and Conditioning, M2 Speed, Strength and Performance, with another episode of Move Your Feet. And if you tuned into the last episode, you know we were working on something that we call the thrower's get up in response to a viewer's inquiry. So we picked up there, or I should say we started there, so we're going to pick up where we left off. If you also watched the last video, you learned that although Coach Matt Massi appreciates the beauty of the spider, he does not want to share the same space. And it was a little bit of a glitch in the filming, but it's kind of comical. But anyway, so for today, we're going to continue the progression of the thrower's get up. We have the background of the thrower's get up in the first portion of this episode, or I should say, first portion of this series. So we encourage you to go back in time. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to call Matt in for this. So Coach Matt, come on around. So, you know, unedited, unadulterated, first take stuff we do here. So you got a workout last time,
yes.
Right? Yes, okay. It was a difficult movement. Matt's a football athlete, and he didn't do a lot of this throwers get up, but he's got pretty good mobility. It challenged him. So today, you could rehearse this for a month, and you're still not going to get it 1,000%. But we're going to work through a couple of different ways to vary this movement, and we're gonna first demonstrate the actual throwers get up from the last episode. So Matt, find your arrow on the floor, bang, and let's show them the throwers get up, just to remind them what it's about: trunk stability, trunk and extremity coordination, scapulohumeral synchronization and stability, overall strength, just proprioception, balance. It's a great movement. So he rolls as one unit. Kettlebell's hovering the ground. Pulls the kettlebell to the chest. Punches it and sits at the same time. Picks a leg to lever on. Stands straight up. And then goes back down under control. Keeping it overhead. Back down. Not bad. And finishes by trying to roll as one unit. It's tough. It's especially tough to punch it overhead and hold it. That's where you want to get behind the client. Maybe spot them, maybe actually tip it to where they need to seat their AC joints. In any event, it's difficult. So, part two of this movement is actually the sit to split, or split at the sit. So we're gonna go slow on this one. You don't have to go 1,000 miles an hour. Ready? So he rolls, pulls it in. Everything's the same. Pulls it in, sits up, bang. Right here, he selects the side, goes. Single arm drop, can't touch the ground, punches hard to chase the kettlebell, tucks a leg, chases the kettlebell, boom, up he goes. Go back down the way he came up. It's starting to look eerily similar, but now he goes back to that and rolls. A little out of sync, So, it's starting to look eerily similar to a portion of the get-up where you might have thought, you know what? I would throw the get-up movement in there. You're right. Well, Matt, we're going to have to do that one again. So show them real quick again. He rolls, hovers, pulls, punches, and he gently, changes to the one arm. He's high here. He picks that lever, doesn't go into the anterior tilt, and he gets up. Boom. Now, he comes back down, he adjusted, he punched to the sky. Keep punching to the sky, changes it around, punches back up, and rolls as one unit. There are various ways to pull that kettlebell down and around. It takes a little time to play with it. That split to sit, you're not going to do really heavy. You don't want to keep the resistance on the lighter end more as a mobility movement. But as you can see, it takes a little bit of tactile coordination to sort of get it back into place without hurting yourself. So let's stay on the lighter end of it for now. Now he's going to take that movement, and we're going to split to sit and go into a get-up movement. So go ahead, Manny, roll. Pulls it in. He sits. He splits. He punches. Hand down, leg up. High hip, higher. No, that can't go anywhere. Thread that leg back and through diagonally. Chase the kettlebell. Go back down the way you came up. Higher hip. There's great guys. I think Don Saladino and a couple other guys did some workshops on get up. I'm not going to belabor it. I'm sure they did a great job. So they've done that already. But in any sort of get up movement like this, just chase the kettlebell. Keep it up. You don't want to wander, front, back, side, etc. So that's what those progressions look like. Now, Matt, I didn't really prepare him for this, but grab the tsunami bar. I'm going to get that tsunami bar in here, the flexible barbell again. And I'm just going to ask Matt to interpret it from the sit to split to both versions of that. So sit to split to single arm, no touch, then sit to split to single arm, get up. So go ahead. Pull it in, pushes up, snap that bar. Here he goes. He's going to pick one arm. He's just going to lever on this one, no touch. Up he goes. He has to go back down the way he came up. Slow and controlled, engaging the trunk, torso. Man, a lot of psoas, a lot of QL. Good stuff. And also, obviously, you're getting a lot of lower extremity mobility work, which is pretty cool also. All right, Matt. Sit to split to get up. Boom. Pushes it up. You know what? Go back down. Do that a little quicker. Because we want the bar to work against you a little bit. Come on. Good. Now he picks his arm. He's allowed to touch. Bang. High hip. Boom. Threads through diagonally. Chases it. Boom. Comes back down the way he went up. And you're going to watch your distance on those legs. Don't close down too much. Maybe at some point we're going to have to talk about the get up a little bit anyway. But Matt, thank you. No spider this time? That's awesome. Look, both the actual thrower's get up, which we reviewed and is in part one, and the variations with the split at the sit or the sit to split are excellent mobility drills. They're excellent shoulder stability drills. Once again, trunk stability, trunk extremity coordination, balance, proprioception, kinesthetic awareness, scapular and glenohumeral synchronization and stability. Overall strength and mobility. I mean, it's a great drill. It requires little equipment. In the time that we're in right now, equipment's at a premium. Some people are working out of their cars, their backyards, their houses, whatever it may be. Take advantage of these. Listen, send me an email. I'll give you a phone call. I'd love to help you out. I want to see everybody succeed and thrive. And just a quick reminder, on June 15th, I have a seminar, online seminar upcoming with Perform Better, and it's called Create to Compete. It's really going to be designed around gaining and retaining clients with creative objective testing. Workshop lab type setting, open up the mic, let you guys ask some questions, but we hope you tune in. And until next time, this is Coach Massi from Massi-Machado Strength and Conditioning. Greatness is forged, not fabricated. That's your day.